Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night podcast.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Bad Movie Night podcast. My name is Chris, and tonight we have gotten into the Christmas spirit as we've checked out the 2022 movie, The Killing Tree.
Yeah, Killing Tree.
British people don't know how to do Christmas. Saying that right
they
up front.
celebrate
Why is-
Christmas.
I don't know what the frick they celebrate,
You don't want
but
goblets full of wine?
it's some weird ass shit. At one point, she was drinking. I think it
was like juice.
it was like red, like tomato
Like
juice,
Hi-C or
like,
something. It was really
Yeah.
clear.
yeah,
Oh,
not working
man.
for me.
Not working.
Oh my god! Oh
Whoa,
my
speaking
god!
of-
Whoa,
Speaking of Christmas.
Who's here?
Christmas
Good job,
miracles.
Spiv. Good job.
I'm here.
Nice.
Spiv,
Just 2 minutes.
You did it.
we were thinking right before the show started, hypothetically,
Yeah.
if you were to throw a dinner party on a Wednesday night around 7:45 p.m., who would be the kind of guests that come?
Yeah.
I have a theory.
Well, it's not that it starts at 7:45.
Well, okay, but my theory is that they are horn players.
Horn players. No,
That's a good guess,
You would be
right?
wrong, but
Okay.
they are. Well, she is a friend from college, and then her husband, and
Do they write encyclopedias?
they do not. No, she is a music teacher for elementary school.
A horn player.
She is a clarinet player, which technically clarinet.
Wait,
a horn. sure.
do I know this person? Is it someone who used to
Do
play
you
guitar?
know the person? No.
I was thinking maybe Greg.
No. This is it's the wife is the music teacher. The guy he works for like a manufacturing parts company. He sells big
He's a
engineered metal things.
Nice.
He's a
Importer,
seller,
exporter.
And he also
That's what I
owns-
was looking for.
He also
Imports
owns
and exports.
he inherited his family's farm out near Pittsburgh.
Oh, nice.
So they'll
That's
go
cool.
out there once a month or so, and
Man,
his
what a
brother
family
lives
farm.
on the farm but is totally incapable. So he has to come out and actually do the work.
Wow.
Only
getting
once
real-
a month?
We're getting real deep into these people. We don't even know who they are.
Yeah, this is
No,
crazy.
but she teaches in Manheim Township, so she just stops over on the way home from work. And
All right. Well,
Cool.
here's what we're kind of thinking.
Yeah.
Since you do your dinner parties on Wednesday nights, we could just have them join the podcast.
there you go. He loves bad movies.
All right. We got replacements.
We're getting replacements.
One of his favorite movies is that one we watched, the fantasy movie where the sword, like he shoots the sword out. I forget what it's
Oh,
called.
the sorcerers?
Oh,
Sorcerer-
Hawk the Slayer.
Sword and the Source. Oh, Hawk
Yeah.
the Slayer. Yep, that was one of his favorite movies.
That was like one of your favorite movies too. No wonder you
was
guys
awesome.
have great dinner parties together.
They just watch it instead of
You guys.
So funny.
We're watching
right.
Hawk the Slayer again.
Well, the time has come. The Christmas time is here.
It is.
And to celebrate Christmas and to get into the
Oh,
spirit,
we got green there.
we
Yeah, that
have
sounds-
watched
that's great.
The Killing Tree. I did ask AI to interpret by just putting in the prompt The Killing Tree movie poster, and this is what it prompted with. There's one version.
Ooh, that's badass.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh.
Wow,
The
that's
King
cool.
Killing Tree.
Liam Neeson.
Gosh,
It looks like
I
Liam
hope so.
Neeson with a pistol
Why
and
does it
a
always double up letters?
Did you watch that new Liam Neeson movie?
Tree. The King Killing Tree.
What'd you say, AJ?
Did you watch the new Liam Neeson movie? The one where it's like
I value
it's
myself.
Ireland in like the 70s.
Does he have a set of special skills?
It's pretty good. It's about like the IRA.
Oh, okay.
Man,
I was
He was in-
surprised.
he
It's
was
like a
in
real
that
movie.
one. Yeah,
It's a real
he's
movie.
in real movies.
Sometimes.
he's so. Why start making an action star when you're already like 80 or 70? You know what I mean? Like,
Hey,
I don't
he pays
know.
the bills,
He's getting the
man.
jobs, man.
He was in that other movie about the Irish Revolution in 1919 or whatever, right? 19.
I have no idea. I'm not a big Liam Neeson aficionado. I have to
Well, he's
admit that
Irish,
right
so
now.
he
I thought
gets
you liked
cast in
Darkman.
Irish
What the fuck?
things.
Okay.
Doesn't even like Darkman.
No, I love Darkman. That was young Liam Neeson before his renaissance.
It's when he was only in his 50s.
That's true. All right. So the Killing Tree is what we are here to talk about tonight. And AJ, can you tell me, perchance, what the Killing Tree is about? Do you want Christmas music on, or do you?
Oh
want
yeah, could you? That'd be fun.
Ooh, nice.
All right. Give me 1 second.
We should just
Jingle
preload the
bells
music.
going.
We'll cue that up. I actually could load up the.
Yeah,
the
I don't know why we do that.
Oh yeah, I should just do that.
On Christmas Eve, a widow casts a spell to resurrect her dead husband. I don't know why I'm rapping it.
To me, Clayton.
Husband.
However, when the spell goes wrong, the husband is brought back as an evil Christmas tree.
What have you done with my body?
He is hell-bent on getting revenge on the one who caused his execution.
I'll get you.
Would have gotten away with it too.
In the 2022 New Age Christmas classic, that is The Killing Tree.
Kill, tree.
This is the worst Christmas music I've ever heard in my life. It doesn't sound like Christmas.
It doesn't
music.
sound like Christmas at all.
It had jingle bells in it.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, that was all right, AJ.
Thanks.
Since Aaron's not here, AJ, do you want to prompt us up for a history hole?
It's at that time already.
I can do that. Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Here we go.
All right, we were talking about the 2022 new-ish horror movie called The Killing Tree. Originally called Demonic Christmas Tree, interesting enough.
I like Killing Tree better.
Yeah, I like Killing
Yeah.
Tree better too.
So
Still
this
don't
was-
think that's even very good though.
It's not great.
I mean,
not
it
great.
does, but it doesn't give you a sense of Christmas at
No,
all.
it doesn't give the Christmas.
Like, I imagine, like, someone hanging.
Yeah.
You need like a Kilmas tree or something.
What was the Tree Venge? Is that what the short film was? That was like amazing. You know what I'm talking about? You guys ever see that?
Tree Venge? No.
Yeah, there's like a short film about like killer Christmas trees, and it was, from my recall, amazing. I'm gonna look it up. Keep going, AJ.
So this is directed by Frake-Waterfield, who is an English director. He's most known for Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2.
I like that movie. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I like the second one better than the first one.
I didn't see the second
actually.
one.
He's
but-
also known for the newer movie that just came out called Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, which sounds really
Yeah,
awesome.
well, he's doing all of the stuff
typecasting
like
himself,
as it
yeah.
becomes
When
available.
is Steamboat
Yeah.
Willie gonna start murdering some people?
He's also directed
Soon.
Fire NATO and the Area 51 incident.
Okay.
Fire NATO.
It looks like he has a lot of visual effects background. He's actually worked on H.P. Lovecraft's Monster Portal, The Spider in the Attic, The Curse of Humpty Dumpty, and Dragon Fury.
I watched we did a video on
Curse of
Curse of
Oh,
Humpty
Dinosaur Hotel. He did special
Oh,
effects for as well.
We reviewed Dinosaur Hotel.
Tree Venge.
AJ, just
Yeah.
1 second here.
Sure.
Was this True Venge?
Yeah,
Wow.
This is already better.
it's 100 times better.
Why don't we watch this?
It's only a short film.
So good.
It's so much better.
It's awesome. It is awesome. Anyways, continue,
This was
sorry.
also co-written by a gentleman named Craig McLeary that wrote this with our director. He's also known for Haywire Gunslingers and Haywire.
Haywire Gunslingers. That's pretty
He
Is that
cool.
wrote-
a sequel to
uh,
Haywire?
He's also known for Medusa's Venom, which sounds pretty cool. Return to Krampus and Curse of Jack Frost. Whoa, Curse of Jack Frost looks cool.
Ooh.
Dude, pull the trailer for that shit, Chris.
Curse
Right. Yeah, write that down.
of Jack. I can't type.
Turn to
Yeah,
Krampus.
pull this trailer up,
Krampus
dude.
is a
This looks
person.
insane.
You go back to
I'm
Krampus.
trying. Oh, this one is on Tubi. I've seen
I did
this
get recommended after this
sample.
Yeah, did it? It looks
Killing
pretty
Tree.
cool.
It recommended
Sister Krampus?
Sister Krampus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a Polonia movie. We're not watching that junk.
So this was a British production, which is pretty interesting. Sarah Alexander Marks was our main actress in this film. She played the
Oh,
character of
shit,
Faith.
look at this.
All stories about Jack Frost growing up. I've never heard any of that stuff.
Look, Lindsay threw off the ratio and ruined the whole episode.
Dude, that looks pretty good, doesn't
You
it?
didn't have to let
She
me
has
in
to be
yet.
over there by herself.
This looks pretty cool.
It does
What
look
the
pretty
fuck did
cool.
we wa-
She's in a different time zone. She has
It's
to be
true.
in a
That's true.
different.
So Sarah Alexander Marks is a professionally trained dancer. She's most
Okay.
known for Help, Blake Ridden Glamour, and Richard Perry, The Last Time You Saw Me. She's also in the newer horror movie Witch from 2024, which I've seen the trailer of, and it looks pretty badass, actually. I don't know if any of you have seen the trailer for Witch, but it looks cool.
No,
She's
I'm
in
not.
that. She's in Help, and she's in Kill Kane also.
Is that like Christmas candy cane?
Kill Kane stars Vinnie Jones. He's a Teacher's World.
He's a British gangster.
Yeah, he's a
I'm the
British gangster.
juggernaut, bitch.
Yeah,
That
basically.
guy.
So she's in a lot of British movies. There you go.
Well, yeah. I've
They're
seen
British
it-
people.
Yeah. There's like the same production company that makes these freaking movies.
Now, the guy who played
Hold on
Clayton,
one second.
Clayton Marcus Maisie, he's been in quite a bunch of stuff.
He looked familiar. Yeah.
He's most known for Bunny the Killer Thing and Live East Die Young from 2012. Another British actor.
East London, I guess.
He's also in
East.
Dinosaur Hotel 3.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Classic.
But yeah, that's about it. There's not a lot of more to go on here, at least with like main people starring in this. I was curious about, again, the special effects on this because there's a lot of computer generated content.
There
being
were.
done
There
for
were.
this,
I wonder
yeah.
if the director did them himself. He said he had a lot of experience.
I was curious also if this was just like a made-for-TV kind of production or not. It has a lot of like that. I don't know. We were watching.
I think it was
has, like,
made for
these-
streaming for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. It feels like some set pieces, like when they're in the house all the time. Like it feels like they're
Yes.
shooting with like one camera. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It felt very TV-esque to me.
Felt very padding the length to me. But we'll get into it.
Yeah, and I'm sure I'd love to hear. I mean, what do you guys think of just like the concept of a Christmas tree killing people?
It could have been funny if they did it right.
Yeah.
Ooh, shots
When-
fired.
What could have been
Wow.
funny?
Well, we'll get into it. Save it for the podcast.
Are you
Talking about the
Lindsay.
movie already? This
I
is
know.
not the
Yeah.
appropriate.
He
Wow,
asked a
AJ's asking
question,
questions.
and I
God.
I had to
answered it.
extend. You were on
I
the
had
phone.
to take one phone call and the whole format goes off the rails.
Pretty much.
That's how
Pretty
it
much.
works.
That's AJ's fault. He asked the question, I
Yeah.
answered it.
I was trying to extend the conversation a little bit.
Let's
I didn't
do
know
it.
we were
Yeah,
going to dive
it sounds
into
like
the
it's
movie.
AJ's fault for what I'm hearing.
Wow.
From
Yeah.
the,
It is.
the
All right,
group.
well, that's the
clearly.
podcast, so
That's it. We're done. We're done.
AJ's fault.
We done?
it's over.
All right.
All right.
Just kidding. It's not over. Can't be over until we play this.
Patreon, $2 a month. Patreon. 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 $2 a month. Patreon. Join the first.
Yeah. All right. Now we can end the
Patreon.
show. All right, guys. We're back talking about The Killing Tree.
Yes.
We are.
Yes.
We are here.
AJ, what did you think of The Killing Tree?
I had really high hopes for The Killing Tree because I saw the trailer and some of the action and like, how do you go wrong with a Killing Christmas Tree movie? Like, I imagine it's very difficult, but I was proven wrong when we watched this movie. It is actually quite easy to go wrong with it. Yeah, I was really disappointed. The story is boring, period. And there's a lot of just nothing happening for the first half of the movie. They're just in this like rented castle. And
Pretty cool castle, though.
I did like the CG work, which we'll talk a lot about, but there's no consistency. Sometimes the tree's like 5 stories tall, and then sometimes it's just a guy in a tree costume at the same height as me and you. So I didn't understand any of that. And most of the majority of the kills are also computer generated, which is a weird choice. And when they're not, it's just like a tassel being wrapped around someone's neck with no blood or gore. So
Yep.
I just feel like it's a really missed opportunity here. This could have been a really fun, over the top, gory, silly Christmas movie, and just wasn't that at all.
Missed opportunity.
Missed Christmas opportunity.
Big fans.
Yeah.
Christmas
fan.
opportunity.
Rebecca. Wait. Yeah, this is the right order. Rebecca.
Okay, we're just missing Aaron. I agree that it was boring for the most part. Like, it would hit a couple times where, like, the action would ramp up a little bit, but then that wouldn't last very long, and you just kind of go back into the slog of like, okay, I don't care about these characters or what they're talking about or anything to do with them. It was kind of hit or miss, but mostly miss, with just a few redeeming points just slightly thrown in here and there.
Are you talking about the movie or are you talking about Spiv?
Yes.
Lindsay, what'd you think?
I was bored throughout a lot of this movie. I was disappointed that we got a lot of CG tree monster and CG gore and stuff. Because there's were times when it was the guy in the tree and I was laughing my ass off.
That's
in
great,
parts.
right?
It was so fucking funny. Like when he's looking for directions and shit. That kind of stuff just killed me. It was so funny. But then it would just grind to a halt when we would go to the characters. I appreciated that they were trying to flesh out some of the characters a little more three-dimensionally so we would know who they are and like be able to follow that, but it kind of fell flat for most of them. There were one or two that they did a good job with that. But yeah, there was a lot of missed opportunities with this movie. And I'm sure they did put a lot of effort into it, but some writing things, some direction things that if a few of those were tweaked, I think this could have really been fun.
Spiv.
Yeah, I'll echo what Lindsay said. There are just so many missed opportunities. He's standing on the street looking at the map. I mean, it was hilarious. And if they'd kept that stuff going, it would have been amazing. But instead, we had to learn meaningless details about these 5 blonde girls that it didn't mean anything in the end. That the one broke up with the one and the other.
Or that the one was a sex worker.
Right. She got
it didn't matter to
$2,000
the
a
plot.
night. And then the one that dressed up as the Christmas popper, was that her sister or something? And but then she didn't have a sister. And then there was the tennis court thing.
Is this just how parties play out in England?
Maybe it is.
But it's
just cultural differences.
Yeah. Most of the movie felt like filler to me, and that was disappointing.
I have a couple thoughts. I actually thought that by the end, they had more payoff than I was expecting. Because when this movie started getting into it and I realized who the production people were behind this film, I set my expectations extremely low. Because this was a Scott Jeffrey produced movie. And he basically every low, no budget horror British film is produced by Scott Jeffrey. Like he put out, I think, 19 movies in 2020 or something like that. He produced 19.
Wow.
So like a bunch of these ones we were talking about too. But they always follow the same formula where it's a great looking poster and kind of a fun premise, but the movie is bogged down by 2/3 of it being talking melodrama about characters that you do not give one shit about.
That's such a shame.
And that's what this is
such
too.
a good concept.
Yeah. And this one started off good too because they had like the newspaper articles to kind of fill in the background.
Yeah, and it was funny going back on.
And
They
Lindsay is
waste their
totally on
time.
mute. Oh, there she is.
Oh, sorry. Did you not hear what I said?
Yeah, you guys, Lindsay, go into your settings and go to your audio.
Oh, is it the stupid noise
off
cancellation or whatever?
Noise. That might be it because you had a gate there. We couldn't.
Is
hear
that better?
Yeah,
They did the very nice thing of like showing us the background of this killer guy and why things are happening. And then they went ahead and showed all the flashbacks anyway.
Yeah. We didn't need any of those
It's just
flashbacks.
Pure filler.
No.
Pure
I just
filler.
don't like even like the 2 killer concept. Like I just like it was ridiculous. They're just
Well, I enjoyed that the premise of the film. It opens with an older woman performing a ritual to bring back her lover, who was a serial killer.
A Christmas serial killer.
And she botches the ritual or does it wrong, and instead of coming back in a human form, he comes back in a Christmas tree.
And
which is kind of funny.
They did some
love it.
really great stuff in that first scene, like when she's trying to move the Christmas tree box and stuff, like how you do when you put up your own Christmas tree. You're like, oh fuck, this is so heavy and awkward, and she drops it, and it started out so promising.
He cuts her and then is like poking her wound with the needles of.
And she's like, the other way.
And she's
okay,
like,
this is going to be great, and then no.
Through the spells, like it should have worked. I don't know what happened. I mean, all that was great.
I think the problem though is like for me, like when we talk about these things, like you talk about him looking at the map as a Christmas tree and stuff like that. It's funnier sounding than it was in the film. The tone is way off or something. The performances are terrible.
Like the directing's bad.
The serial killer, one, he looks like Geddy Lee when he's a human.
He does.
Of Rush, and then when he's but his voice, he's just not charismatic or anything as a killer. He's not funny or fun as the Christmas
sequences
tree.
are weird.
Do we know why? Like, it's just like a greed thing that
it's just like a silly thing, right?
You mean his like motivation for being a serial killer?
He's like, these people
like,
don't understand the true spirit of Christmas, so we need to kill them. They
like
don't give back, they're greedy, etc.
Like one of the worst sequences I thought in the movie is when her as like a younger teenager comes back and finds mom dead, I think, on the ground at the front of the door, and they come out. And just like the over the top silliness of the situation.
Oh,
just
here's
like,
another one.
Like it's so flat. And that's like that should be such a pivotal scene.
I think a lot of that comes down to
fast.
The way that this thing was shot. Because there were some sequences that would have worked if they'd have shot it differently. I fully believe that.
Yeah, it's hard because like it feels like the production value is not terrible. Like the lighting is all right, and sometimes it looks pretty good, but it also feels very fast, and the writing feels like first draft. We're shitting this thing out, and it doesn't come together. And that's how all of these films are that I've watched of this. I don't know specifically this director, but of like these Scott Jeffrey films.
Another good example is like the party sequence when we first introduced the party and stuff. A lot of it's just one camera following a character forever, and it's like wide the whole time. Like it's all just like one take.
It's so quick,
and it feels like it's a weird choice, you know.
And the editing was weird too for that because she's upstairs. Because after we get the whole. She brings the Christmas tree to life and it goes off on its quest to kill this girl. We cut to her in her bedroom, the one that got away and testified against him. And so he went to prison and was executed. We cut to that girl in her bedroom and her friends talking to her. And she's evidently throwing a Christmas party downstairs
at the same house
to celebrate
in the same house.
Everyone was
to celebrate moving out. And, so then she's like, come on, it's your party. You're an hour late. Let's get you to the party. And instead of cutting to the party at that point, they cut to the two boring lesbians off in a room by themselves.
Hold on.
Talking about who fucking cares what.
Might have been the most interesting scene in the
doesn't have something that doesn't matter.
No.
And
Relationship
it's
issues.
If you really want to keep that scene, go from the girl, let's get you to the party, to some party scenes.
Yeah.
And then them, because otherwise you're like, what the? Are we at the party?
Who are these people?
Is this the house?
There was
Who
a
are
lot
these
of that
people?
kind of bad editing.
And it's just like...
It's because they didn't have enough
There's just bad
sequences.
choices. So many bad choices.
There was the other couple at the party that are talking about how weird she is, and then they go off, oh, they have a pool. You want to see me do a cannonball? And then we don't see them again for like 20 minutes.
And it's Christmas, and we know it gets cold there. What the fuck?
Oh, and she was so
England,
cold. You could
no
see the
less.
goosebumps on her leg.
England.
Yes, you could.
Yeah, but I'll
again,
give them,
it was like 20 minutes of film time before we even see them again. You know,
I'll give them the pool thing because that led to kill sequences. I don't even. I disagree that it's like bad editing. It's not. It's not that. It's that there's not enough story, so they fill it with crap that's easy to shoot.
Well, it feels like they cut the stuff randomly after the fact. Like they filmed everything, but then when they got to the editing room, they realized like, oh, this doesn't make any continuity sense.
No.
We have to cut to this and cut to that. It's like when we flash back in time multiple times instead of just one flashback because we don't have enough things to cut to. You know
Because
what I mean?
it worked like the second time they went back because they said last Christmas again. But then they went back again and they didn't do like again or something like that. It's like, are we doing a bit or are we not?
Right.
Thing. So
Was there any humor in this thing?
I think it was supposed to be funny.
it's
Like,
it's billed as a horror comedy.
There's parts of the like the dialogue at the party between the friends and stuff. I think it's supposed to be funny. But it's just kind of silly, stupid.
Yeah, that's
you know,
the
it's like
thing.
silly,
It's just
stupid.
you don't care.
Yeah.
You don't care, but like even the absurd the absurdity of this tree should be funny, but for some reason it wasn't for me.
It would have been, I think, if they just kept just the guy in a Christmas tree.
Yeah, that should have been
the
it.
CG stuff.
That should have been it.
CGI
And
one was.
why is there no gory deaths in the movie other than CG? Like,
I'm
what
okay
is
with no
that?
gory deaths, but they needed to pick. Like, are they a comedy? Or
Where's
are
the
they not?
creative Christmas deaths? You know what I'm saying? This is a Christmas
Where's
movie.
the puns?
Yeah.
Like after he kills someone. Like the Jack Frost movies, he's funny. He kills people and then he says something stupid and it's like, oh, that's silly and fun. This is like, this guy sounded like he was some bad Harry Potter fucking professor who was in like 3 scenes over the whole course of the entire
he
franchise.
didn't get the Sirius Black part, so he's
Oh
doing
yeah,
this now.
and
Right.
like the first time he kills someone with his branch arms or whatever the
needly
branch tentacles,
fingers.
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, holy shit! I didn't know I could do that," and that was kind of funny. I wish they would have done some more of that, like him figuring out how he can kill people.
Yeah.
That would have been funny.
Where's
and
the scene where he
interesting.
just pretends to be a tree in the room and people walk in and they don't
Well, they
realize
did it in the
Yeah.
road, but it wasn't
Yeah,
as
the
effective.
Tree wouldn't be in the road.
No.
Let's take a quick look at a scene.
All right.
Yes, take this.
Oh yeah, so I pulled
Yeah.
that because there's like, the woman is like laying in the pool, but she's not in the pool. That didn't
Yes,
even make
that
any
was
sense.
very confusing
Yeah.
because then she's okay.
And she
I
gets
thought
out,
She just got
yeah.
ripped in half.
So
Was
did
that not her
I.
was that supposed to be her boyfriend? That's
That was
what I
supposed to be the
believe.
boyfriend.
But there were two
Yeah.
people because there was
It
one.
didn't sound
in
like
his-
the boyfriend.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
The CGI didn't bother me though.
It didn't
Like
look
it's
terrible.
not good,
It
but
was
it's
cheap.
No, it's
Yeah.
But I think it's not as funny, right? Like tonalized. Like if you're gonna make a horror comedy, just put him in this suit and do it. Like,
Because the suit was good.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
you could
it was.
see
You could see his legs and where he
Yeah,
was
it's
looking
great.
through.
It's
but,
funny.
But it
It's
was
great.
good.
Yeah, you can
It's
see his
great.
boots there. Look at his boots.
That's great.
That
It's
makes
so
it funny.
It
Yeah.
worked. It worked. Yeah.
I mean, because didn't even Were-Deer have some practical kills?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thought
Weird
so.
Deer was
Weird Deer was tough.
Weird Deer was top
That was
tier.
a tough
though.
movie, though. Oh my god, that was tough.
Weird Deer was top tier. When did we watch that last year?
Oh my
was
god, it
last
was
I
so
think that was
terrible.
2 years
Was it
ago.
too?
Remember the mask? Oh my god.
Boy.
Oh, this guy hasn't made any more movies.
Why isn't anyone trying to like set the tree on fire? You know, and like do things that would make sense.
Oh god, like yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many things you could do.
Take an axe
Like,
to
many
it.
things you
Take
could
an
do.
axe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or unplug him or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's
There's
a ton of
missed
missed opportunity, and it's not
Yeah.
it's not even like, I don't know. I was gonna say, is it because it's British humor? But it doesn't even feel
No.
like the
No.
stereotypical
No.
British humor that I think of. It's just like,
It's non-humor.
yeah, like they missed the mark on the tone of this thing.
You're talking about
Yeah.
like the tree in the road scene. Like, why not just put him in like a Christmas tree farm and people drive by like they're
Yeah.
gonna chop one down and he comes alive and murders them or something.
Yeah.
So the
He
plot,
does. There's the one scene where he sees the tree in the house and thinks it's his dead wife.
Yeah,
That is funny. That was funny.
the majority of the first half of the plot. So you have the opening with him becoming the Christmas tree, being resurrected. Then you cut to the women, blah 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 blah, melodrama. Nothing really happening there.
So
And when
much.
it cuts back to the killer tree, for like the first 35, 45 minutes of the film, he is lost
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
He's wandering around
where
lost.
She lives. Yeah.
because he doesn't know where she lives and he can't read the map. And then
And it was hilarious.
he just happens to overhear someone mention her name while he's walking along the road and a car stops.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it was the old couple from the party who I was so hoping would show up again and not get killed and end up being like secret, like ultra skilled tree people or something.
Arborists.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like a tree trimming service. They own a tree
Exactly.
trimming service.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they show up and
Ultra
rescue them at the
skilled
end.
tree people.
But,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, and then so that's it. That's the story. Because all the other stuff that happens, the interpersonal character drama, never goes anywhere or has any impact on anything in
There's
the
no
story.
character
Nothing.
arc to any of it.
Yeah, what is Faith? Is that what her name was?
That's her
Faith?
name. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was her character arc?
Faith Goodwill.
Yeah, I don't know.
They didn't
Goodwill.
have
Oh,
one
boy.
because they totally like
What do we know about her?
pussed out at the end.
Well,
We know
know
nothing
She
about her.
started out as being scared of murderers, and she ended being scared of murderers.
Like, what's her job? Like, what's her passion? Like, what's
She's,
what's
I think
happening?
she's a
she
student.
just finished up school and is getting ready to go to college.
There was so much confusion with me over like, did they make a mistake over ages and years? Because the date on the old looking framed newspapers was 2022, the year this movie came out, right?
Mhm.
And then when her friend is talking to her, she's like, oh, for you to lose your parents at that age. Well, how long ago did it happen? What age is
It's
she?
just the year
How
before.
old? Yeah, and it was just a year ago. And then
That's true.
people
In British time, though.
and people at the party are talking about her, and the one guy is like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that happened to her." And it's like, "Well, it just fucking happened. It was all the newspaper." So,
Well, I think that was part of the humor.
There's no
yeah.
consistency.
what the fuck is happening?
Well, like that scene, she finds her dead mother outside, and then when they're up in the room, he's like, "I killed your mother in this room." He's like, "No, you killed her outside in front of the house
She
because we
was
saw
out
it."
in front of the house.
Yeah, like
I thought it was
I
the
think
dad.
it was the dad.
Yeah,
I think
thought-
it
Oh,
was the
okay.
dad. Yeah. But yeah, there was just so many little things where no one's checking to make sure shit fits.
Well, there's even a point where they had to film her coming out of the house at the end because it just cuts to them in the woods then. And when she comes out of the house, it's clearly daytime. There's sunlight shining behind her.
Yeah, I
And
was
it's
so
like
confused
someone
at
was
that
watching.
point.
Someone
And
was
that- 'cause
watching
the-
this cut, and they're like, "Uh-oh, we need a transition scene, guys."
The very next cut, it's dark again. I was like,
Yeah.
What happened?
But they did have more kills than I was expecting, though.
Yeah.
Everyone died pretty much.
But it was kind of cheap though, because
yeah,
she comes screaming into the party after her friend in the whatever costume is killed on the tennis court.
Playing tennis.
Oh, yeah. I have
Playing
that.
tennis.
Blindfolded tennis.
Blindfolded? What the
For a
fuck?
clue.
For some secret that we never learn.
so stupid.
Yeah, what was
Really
that?
bad.
No, nobody knows.
There was an
She
excuse to
died
get
with
them
it.
outside.
She took it to her grave.
Yep.
But she goes in, she's like, the guy is still alive and he's a Christmas tree and he's coming to kill us all. And everyone's like, you're fucking nuts. And they're like, we'll go outside and check. You stay here. So everybody in the party goes outside to check.
Oh, I thought they were
Everyone.
leaving.
I
thought they were leaving.
I thought they were leaving.
Yes, the
What-
friend is like, "You guys should probably go."
Oh, I thought they were going to check outside for the
No,
monster.
they were leaving the party.
Yeah,
This
they-
party's
That's
done.
what they said. But then they got to kill all those people like in 10
from a
seconds.
crane, apparently. Because he's like 3 stories tall now.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, the size inconsistency.
I have some of it. I can show it here.
How does
just
that
the car
work?
kill.
Now, can he float around and fly? Was that
So
happening?
he seems to have the ability to grow and shrink in size, as well as to grow those arms of
Branches.
branches to kill with. That's it. Also, he maintains his Christmas lights without electricity.
Perfectly.
Yes.
Well, they could be
And
bad.
he can
power
use
of
he can
Satan.
send the
Power of
lights
Satan.
out too.
And
Because
he
he
can-
wraps
yeah,
them
like
around
tassels.
things.
The girl in the pool, he wraps around her and stuff.
I think
He
that
can
would have been
throw
fun if it
balls.
Or
was,
on the
if it was done
steps.
better. Like so many of those death sequences that were practical, there's like nothing happening other than like a cable being wrapped around someone's neck and then they die.
Mhm.
Like it's not very like interesting. You know what I mean? Like it's just
Well, the
You don't want to
total,
get blood on the house you rented.
especially
Yeah.
when your premise is so over the top, you can't put
yeah.
tameness in the kills at all. Because otherwise it's like, well, who cares? Because it's a Christmas tree doing this. So
Right.
it should it needs to overcome how ridiculous that is to make an
yeah.
impact.
That's
It's like
why
the
Tree
director
Venge was
didn't
so
get the
good.
note that this was
Mhm.
supposed to be a comedy horror movie, and he's just filming it like a stage play or something.
He filmed it like a dramatic
Yeah,
thing.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they did.
Yeah, he was taking it much more seriously than
I think that's the problem.
I don't know what those lesbians were talking about, but they talked for a really long time.
They were having
it-
relationship trouble.
it meant nothing.
No.
Meant nothing.
It went nowhere.
Yeah.
Let's watch some
Nowhere.
tennis.
That was the worst. That was the worst
Some bad-
CG kill.
Well, there's a Christmas popper, which are popular in the UK.
I was
supposed to
wondering
have-
what the fuck she
Oh,
was
they are?
dressed at because
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
like, I
you-
don't know what
You
she.
pop them
pull 'em
apart, and there's like
and there's,
toys or
streamers
candy.
and a little
Oh, that
paper
sounds
crown.
Fun.
Yeah.
And I wanted the tree guy to take the paper crown then and put it on his head. It didn't happen.
What'd you guys think of the ending? So at the end,
Oh, it was just, it was stupid.
So silly. So silly.
so her mom comes back as a Christmas tree.
As a tree,
Yes.
she's a
What-
But a
Was it
guardian.
white
both of her
tree. She's a
parents?
good tree.
This is a
Yeah, I
good
think it was
tree.
both parents.
Why
As
were there
one.
two trees then? Yeah,
Two trees, one cup.
Yep.
I think so.
Two parents, one tree.
Two parents, one tree. Fair enough. Let's watch a little bit of that tree fight.
Not at all. What a cheap shot. Two of you, and you're still this weak.
Like, do you know how much funnier that would be if it was just two people in Christmas tree outfits, just
Running
like
at each
pushing
other?
each other back and
Grappling.
forth?
Yeah.
With like
Rolling
funny,
around on the
funny
ground.
voices instead of like
Yes,
that guy. I don't know what he was saying.
he's
He's like,
saying stuff, but you can't understand it. Like there's
Well-
something about like you're still
it
not
makes
strong
sense.
enough or
There's
something.
two
but
of you, and you're still not strong
his
enough.
his audio was cleaner than the majority of the film though, because he was ADR. The rest of the film, like the audio, is the weakest of the in the production value. Like it is hard sometimes to understand what people are saying.
Yeah.
But then at the very end, it didn't mean anything.
Well, because the mom fixed everything.
No,
that
it like
the-
That's
did
how
it
I
not,
interpreted
I
it.
interpreted it as she was just having like a
Either
breakdown.
that, yeah, or she was going nuts. Yeah.
That's
you
what
ta-
I saw it
You talking
as.
about like the very end when the other tree has eyes, or what are you talking about?
No,
it
when her
burns?
friend comes and
Yeah.
taps her shoulder, and then all of a sudden everything disappears and everyone's
Yeah.
alive,
Yeah.
and no one knows what the fuck she's
And there-
talking
She's
about.
just-
and there's
She
the
was
fl-
just
yeah, I
out
thought it
fires
was a
all night,
dream
yeah.
or
Yeah.
yeah.
I think she's
She had
just having a
some kind
mental
of-
break. Yeah.
I
Episode.
thought that the mom had some magical powers, being a white Christmas tree, and kind of reset
never even-
time.
I never even thought of that.
What?
I don't know. I guess I didn't even realize what happened there.
I read it as all of that was just in her imagination because she's having like a mental break because it's Christmas
That's what
and this is what
that's what
happened
I
last
thought.
year.
She's
And she's like mentally
like a
unwell.
PTSD response
that's
to
what-
Christmas
that's the
time.
ending.
But tree
I got it.
TSD.
Lame
Because everyone's
explanation.
fine.
Ah.
Like, that's the ending.
Yeah, all of her friends are
This
all
is the
good.
last British Christmas movie we watched. British people don't know how to fucking do Christmas.
We need to watch more Dutch Christmas movies.
They say Happy Christmas. What the
Yeah.
fuck is that?
Yeah, what is that?
Happy Christmas. What a mess. I wish it was fun. It's just not fun, and it's supposed to be fun.
It had a lot of potential if
I
they
know.
would just switched a couple things and not relied on CG so much when it came to the tree monster. They really could have done
Just-
something really fun.
Be silly.
Yeah.
Like, it's a silly concept.
Embrace the
Just-
absurdity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut out about an hour.
Steer into the skid.
And then music, it's like
Generic.
generic,
There's no
stock
Christmas
sounding.
music.
Yeah, no Christmas.
No.
There is a bit of a Christmas feel at times. They do the lights and the efforts of putting up like set decoration and stuff that gives you more of a feel.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate because I hate when a Christmas movie doesn't have any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it tries to sell that aesthetic. So like there is props here to be given to some of the camera work and the lighting and stuff. It definitely
Yeah.
looks okay.
There was one sequence when she's like running through like some like it's almost like a little alleyway between two fences
hmm
that has like a slat ceiling. That looked really good the way they shot that, like that POV chase stuff through there. There was so many little things that were done well, but everything else was so wrong.
The opening, I thought her set was cool looking and lit well with the lightning and
Yeah.
stuff. I thought it was
Yeah.
cool.
I thought we were going to be
lady
set up for
sense, yeah.
something really good because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
Like, it's a little misleading because you end up stuck on that stupid castle for most of the movie.
It was a cool castle though. It was cool.
It was. I just feel like there's just, like you said,
could have
there's
done
a lot
more.
of missed
Yeah.
opportunities here.
Could have done more. All right. Well, anything else with the killing tree?
If you were a Christmas tree, what would your one-liner kill be?
Hmm.
Tough.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'd have to I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. That is
I
hard.
have to
It's
workshop that out.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll come back at the listener
Yeah.
comments.
Okay. AJ, would you recommend this?
I don't think I would actually. There were some like things that were enjoyable about it, like the concept. I still think is really solid, and I like the idea of just someone being in a costume as a Christmas tree. Like, I just feel like if you're gonna go to that level of absurdity and silly, the rest of the movie has to match it, and they didn't bring any of that to the rest of the movie. So I just found it to be boring, frankly. So no, I don't recommend it.
Rebecca.
Yeah, I'm not going to recommend it either. It has so much potential and it falls so short and is just so disappointing because of that.
Lindsay.
I can't recommend it. This is a good movie to watch to learn what not to do. Because it's very easy to pick out, like, why did they do that? If they just would have done this, it would have made it so much better. I could see watching it for that exercise, but no, I can't recommend it.
Biff.
It's recommended for a film class in university. No, I'm not recommending this one, Chris.
I don't recommend this crap. Oh! I looked up Christmas tree puns. Something about sleigh.
Well, that's the killer's name in this was Slater or something, right?
Clayton.
Yeah.
Clayton.
Are you for real?
How do Christmas trees access the internet? You'll log in.
All right, we're done.
I just
We're done
asked
here.
ChatGPT for some Christmas tree slasher one-liners. It says, "Time to trim the tree, and you.
Oh, that's good.
Perfect.
You just got lit up."
That's not bad. Not bad.
Ooh.
This one's terrible. Oh, Christmas tree? No, oh, Christmas me.
Tell ChatGPT, say ChatGPT, give me a log line for a killer Christmas tree horror comedy and see what it says.
Log.
Like,
Line
give me a
40.
premise.
A log line.
You'll be sorry.
This is good. All Christmas trees are diehard fans of the same actor, Spruce Willis.
That's funny.
All right. You ready to
When
play
a
again?
cursed
Oh,
Christmas tree brought back to a sleepy town as a festive attraction awakens with a thirst for vengeance, the holiday spirit turns deadly as it begins slashing its way through the residents, leaving the townsfolk in a race against time to uncover the tree's ancient origins and stop it before Christmas Day.
already
Would've
better.
been already better.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's good. You have a family go out to the woods and they cut down a tree to bring home, and
And
it
it was
turns out
some
it was
ancient,
cursed.
like, ceremonial
And it has like
tree.
some
and
ritual or rune like carved into it or something.
Yeah.
And it
They
comes away
planted
from
it
it.
on top of a burial chamber.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
We could throw
So
in
much
all
better.
the tropes.
So much better. All right, time to move on and play a game. Here we go.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind. Try your best and sloppy, and your conclusions are highly plausible.
All right, we're going to dive into the holidays a little bit. So, starting off here, Seattle hosted the tallest ever displayed Christmas tree. How tall was it?
80 feet.
150 feet.
They've got some massive fir trees over there.
200 feet.
Yeah, I'm
150.
going 180.
It was 221
Shit out of
feet
ass.
tall.
That's so freaking tall.
It is.
Taller than a
1950.
freaking dam.
Yeah, it was at a mall. I guess it had opened a few months before, so that was like their way to get more people.
What if like planes crash into that shit?
They gotta have the blinking light at the top. What day is the busiest shopping day?
Day after Christmas.
Yeah, it's like
Is it
3
Black
days.
Friday?
3 days before Christmas, or the day before Christmas.
Yeah, I would say like Christmas Eve.
No, day after.
It is December 23rd. Too much stuff going on Christmas Eve. You gotta go 2 days before.
Right.
How much would the gifts from the 12 Days of Christmas cost you in 2024?
Yikes.
Oh no.
That's a lot of birds.
So it's a lot of birds.
What-
Birds
A
aren't
lot of
very
birds.
expensive, depending.
How much do 10 lords cost?
$220,000.
What?
And do you have the lords permanently, or are you just renting?
No, you just
or
rent them.
leaving? Okay.
5 gold rings.
I'm gonna say 380,000.
I'm gonna say 350,000.
Everybody's high.
That's it.
$49,263.47. It is an increase from last year.
Wait, but you're literally buying people.
You're not
Or you're
buying them.
paying
You're
them to
renting their
do the
services.
thing.
Yeah, you pay them like
see,
their-
that's different. I thought we were buying like actual.
No.
We're owning them.
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
So wait a
Because
minute.
I've
Chris.
done this with
What
my
was your
students
guess?
before.
$220,000.
So like you pay the hourly rate for like a
Yeah.
drummer.
Well, like the
Gotcha.
maids
Yes,
milking,
well,
it's like where are you getting the cows from?
Yeah, who said
Cows
they're
are pretty
milking cows,
expensive.
Lindsay?
And the band, do you
Wet
have to
nurse.
pay for the instruments?
No, they come with it.
They come
They're
with them.
included. Yeah.
I don't think you could buy cows for 50 grand, right? They're pretty expensive.
I don't
They're
know.
very
I don't know how much a
expensive.
cow costs.
Very
Oh,
expensive.
that can't be 50 grand.
No, it depends on the cow.
Cat
'cause
GPT, how much does a
you
cow
can- you can get
cost?
a cow.
Of
meat.
a cow.
You can get a
Yeah.
side of beef for like 800, I think.
Yeah, it can't be that
The
bad.
cost of a cow is typically between $2,000 and $5,000.
Really?
And then you need
Yeah.
8 maids
Then
of
you gotta
milking, right?
feed
So-
them.
No wonder meat's expensive.
All right. How many years
Thanks,
old?
AJ.
We just got the people that Chris bought. They're cheaper per person.
God. How many years old are most fresh Christmas trees?
What?
Many years old.
They are
Oh,
many years have
how
they
many-
been
How long
growing?
have they been growing? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, they have to
2
grow
or
for like
3.
no, like 5 years, isn't it? Something
It's
like-
7 years.
I don't know how fast trees grow.
I'm going to say 10. 10 years.
They are usually
7.
about 15 years old.
15,
That
damn.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. So
Man,
if
that's
you have
a
a tree
long-term
farm, you got to
investment.
be planning ahead.
Damn. Why would?
Yeah.
I imagine like the land would be more valuable than the wait 15 years for your return. Like that's insane.
Which state was the last one to make Christmas a legal holiday in 1907?
Iowa.
Pennsylvania.
Shut up.
Kentucky.
Oh,
Alabama.
The last one was Oklahoma.
in Oklahoma.
They were the
Jesus
holdouts.
Makes sense.
What president was
does
the
that make
first to put?
sense?
It doesn't make sense at all. Just being an idiot.
What president was the first to put up an official White House Christmas tree? Was it Franklin Pierce, Millard Fillmore, Martin Van Buren, or Zachary Taylor?
Boy, all
Zachary
the-
Taylor
all
Thomas.
The worst presidents.
That sounds like something Martin Van
I'm
Buren
gonna
would do.
say Millard Fillmore.
Zachary Taylor.
All right, it was Franklin Pierce.
When was he president?
He had
I don't
nothing better
know.
to do.
Never even heard of this fucking guy.
Well, it's funny. He was the answer, so then I put in least known presidents.
That's funny. Got us.
In what year was Christmas first celebrated on American land?
17,
16, 15.
1722.
1560. I don't know.
Oh, Lindsay, there's the crown
There's
you
the
get out of
crowns,
the
yeah.
crackers.
Okay.
Like they're opening the cracker on the right, and then she has.
So these are British people?
Yeah, they must,
Must
be.
be.
You can tell by their free healthcare.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Hey,
something.
look
That
how
old
big
man-
that bowl of corn is.
That
They're
That
old
old
right
man
there.
would be
Yeah.
dead in America.
I'm thinking it's an AI picture.
It does look AI, doesn't it?
1539.
Oh,
Hey,
the
I was
Spaniards.
Tallahassee,
Yeah.
Florida.
Tallahassee, Florida.
21 years off.
Tallahassee. Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And there you go. A little
right.
Christmas knowledge.
Well, that was great. Thank you so much for that, Rebecca. Time to move on and do some listener feedback. So here we go. I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so, number one.
Emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
Franklin Pierce believed that the abolitionist movement was a fundamental threat to the nation's unity.
What?
He was the president right before Johnson, I guess. No, who was before Lincoln?
I thought you were reading listener feedback, and I'm like, who said that?
Last week we watched Dolly Dearest, if I recall.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
A fun rip-torn, pretending to be Mexican movie. Mike D, this movie had some great ideas, but just failed to deliver. The ending was just nothing. I expected more to happen, and it just felt like a letdown. I'll agree there.
Well, wait until this movie, then you'll be even more
Then
let
you'll
down.
really be let down.
Why am I looking at Franklin Pierce? He's just an asshole.
All of a sudden, he's got a big spike on his Google.
Right.
What did he? I don't know what he
50
did
of
about
ours.
Christmas, but he loved slavery. Like,
Evidently.
okay.
I think he. Well, anyways. Sean Cavender. Denise Crosby is Bing Crosby's granddaughter for reals.
Oh shit! Is that what I
Really?
said, or I
Really?
said daughter? I said daughter.
You said daughter? I don't think that's true.
If Sean said it, it's
Or look.
true.
That's probably true. I'm looking.
It's true.
Her paternal grandfather is Bing Crosby. Who edited
Who's
Wikipedia?
actually the
Someone know.
great grandson of Franklin Pierce?
There you go.
Full circle.
Jason Case. It's unsurprising Gary Daniels was in Dancin' It's On because he's not like Denzel Washington that is very selective about movies he'll act in.
Well, yeah. 'cause
Okay,
he's not-
Jason, I don't know. Remember, I was talking about Dancing It's On with Dolly Dearest, but
He's
an
not.
A-list actor.
He's not rich like Denzel. He doesn't got that Denzel money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denzel
Gary
can do
Daniels
whatever the
gets
fuck
what he
wants.
gets.
Yeah.
Which he was great in Dancing.
Gary
It's On. He
Daniels
was
is
the only
great
good
in
part of that
everything.
terrible movie that you guys.
Oh, and
saw.
if you have a chance to see Gladiator 2, it's amazing.
I want to see it.
It's so fucking stupid.
I will
It's
watch
so
it.
much fun to watch.
So much
gonna
fun.
say.
It's so much fun to
yeah.
watch.
The
And Denzel
sharks.
is just going off the
He
rails.
is fantastic.
It's so amazing.
You can almost see him laughing about how ridiculous
He's like, I'm
it
getting paid
is.
for this,
Like,
and now I'm
this
going to
is
get
great.
an Oscar for it, too.
I'm gonna watch it on VOD.
Oh, my
Yeah,
gosh.
that's a
I'm not
good idea for
theater,
sure.
I want to go see Nosferatu. I'm a vampire. I can't wait for that. I want to see that.
okay then. Joe McDonald movie was fun. Loved Rip Torn changing accents 4 or 5 times during the movie.
Yeah, Dolly Dearest was fun.
It was fun. Alternate title, Dolly Cemetery. Could see that.
Everybody's head turned like, and Lindsay's like cracked. Did you hear it? It was like,
That was not me. I heard
okay.
it, too.
Oh, maybe it was Spiv.
Not what?
Spiv's got some cracky neck.
Taylor Ann's alternative title, Dolly's New Doll.
Okay.
And Sean Cavender again, one more next-gen connection. The boy in Dolly Dearest also played Will Riker's son in the episode Future Imperfect.
Yeah. Can you imagine being Will Riker's son, Spiv?
He must have so many of them.
He's got so many illegitimate children.
Everywhere. Everywhere he
planet.
goes.
Oh, boy. Daddy, beam me up.
Get me the fuck out of here. Warp speed.
Oh boy. That does it for our listener feedback on Dolly Dearest. If you want me to read your comments, I will say anything, guys. Leave it down below here on the YouTube's The Killing Tree.
All right. We already picked out a movie for next week. AJ
We did?
AJ
We
our
did.
Christmas
We did.
one.
I think this could be decent. We found
Give
something.
me 1
Yeah.
second to pull it up. Oh
We
my
found
god, these
something.
YouTube ads are getting out of control.
I know.
They're
What's to
terrible.
do with them?
I
Why is it so long?
got an ad that was an entire
What's the deal?
podcast.
An
It was
entire
an
pod-
entire fucking podcast.
I got one that was 3 minutes long, then you have to refresh, and now I got one that's 15 minutes seconds long. Okay, finally. All right, here we go. Jesus.
Brutal. It's brutal, dude. It's out of control.
You know, there's ad blockers, guys.
Christmas Evil
There's gonna
from
be
1980.
Yeah, but then it blocks other things.
They're
Lindsay?
going to be boobies in this.
Lindsay, you
I
probably,
bet.
Christmas
you probably saw
Eve.
this before, haven't you?
Huh?
Have you seen this before?
What is it?
Christmas Evil.
Christmas Evil.
What do I think it is?
I told you he'd be happy that we remembered him.
Oh my fucking god.
What?
Christmas, Santa's going to make
This looks good.
happy. The grown-ups.
I'm so excited to watch this.
It looks good, doesn't it?
Christmas Evil. The non-believers.
This looks good.
This
This'll be
looks
fun.
amazing.
It looks good, right?
It looks something.
What? That's what we're watching
Is
next
this
week.
an
I'm
Italian
excited for
movie?
this.
We got
This will be
high
great.
hopes, right?
And
High
it's on
hopes.
Tubi.
It's on Tubi. It's on
Everything's on
Fossum.
Tubi.
It's on. I don't know everything else you
I've been
want.
wanting to watch this one for a while too.
Also
so I'm glad
known
we're
as
watching it.
Terror in
Alright, cool.
Toyland.
So okay, one last thing before we go. So we got that for next week, but then the following 2 weeks, it's like the podcast lands on Christmas Day and then New Year's. So we
Yeah.
need to either move days or just take off those weeks. It's up to you guys. But when we come back, I wanted to come back
On
strong.
my birthday movie.
Oh shit.
I know.
I was gonna say come back with a new series because we did witchcraft, so
We
then we
could
come
start
back
a series?
start a new series, but I don't
What
know
are you
what
thinking,
that
Chris?
series is.
Okay.
Well, I had a couple options, but
What were your options?
well, I like subspecies, but no one else seemed to like.
I like subspecies. Didn't we watch one of those?
Which one was that?
I
Was that
have
the
all of
vampire
them
one?
on VHS.
It's the guy
Yeah.
got Ragu the vampire.
Right, we watched the third one or something, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should. Those look really good. They have money and budget.
There's those. There's
Ragu.
we're not doing Camp Blood, AJ. We're not doing that shit.
Yeah, there's too many. You know, they have box set of like all of them now, like with like all
Yeah,
14
we're not
movies or
doing that.
something.
There was a couple. The Witchboard movies, the Amityville
Oh,
movies,
Witch House. There's 3 Witch House movies.
the Witch House
Those
movies.
are supposed to be good.
Boy, if we start the Amityville movies, we'll never finish.
Well,
No,
if you
that's-
just do like the Amityville
No,
House
Lindsay.
series.
No.
There
I
was an
don't. I'm
Amityville
not
Christmas
doing
I
all
saw on
watch
the
it.
crazy
Yes, Lindsay.
Amityville
Come to
Twilight,
the dark side,
Amityville
Lindsay.
Karen.
Come, yes, Lindsay.
Amityville
Amityville
Christmas
Karen.
Vacation.
We're gonna start with that one. That's gonna be a winner.
Amityville door-to-door salesman.
It'll be
Like,
great.
no.
It'd be brutal. It'd
Well,
be so
Spin-
brutal.
Well, I will
You-
pick a birthday movie. And
you pick
if
a
it's
birthday-
series, we can just continue the series.
Well, you
How
pick a
about that?
birthday movie, and we'll go from there. When is your birthday?
January 6th.
Oh, well, that would be the following week. Anyways.
Well, yes.
So we'll do a series, and then we'll start our series. Leave some comments down below. What series should we start? You know, subspecies, witch house, witchboard, doll people. What are they called?
Mhm.
Little puppet master,
Puppet Masters guy, yeah.
trancers. I don't know, anything.
Yeah.
Leave it down below there. Maybe we'll start a new
House, people.
series.
Witch House. Keep the
we could
witches
always
in.
we could always start over with witchcraft again. Just saying. There's a lot.
Well,
to
there's a new
unpack
one
there.
coming out, guys.
Yeah,
Is
We
it
will
right?
have to watch, and we still haven't done our We still haven't done the witchcraft recap.
we're not gonna
I
do
don't
it.
know how
one-
the fuck
no one
we could do
fucking
that. I have
We're not doing
no
a
idea
recap,
how we
AJ.
could do
Where's the
that.
dedication, people?
We don't
Where's the
remember any of those
Yeah,
fucking movies.
We don't
remember
know
all
what
of them.
happened in the movies.
Wow.
Yeah, there's no
watch-
Nothing
it's
did.
not physically
I
possible.
remember Julie Strain's butthole.
We all remember that.
That one girl's tattoo on her
You
leg
guys
in the
don't
second
remember
one.
the
I
witch
There was
remember
the dirty
the one
floor
lady
sets.
rubbing herself with a
Wow.
That
flashing
was
light.
such a good one.
The
That was the best
kitchen
one.
Floor.
The dirty
scene.
bathtub.
I didn't
Some
remember
lady's
Yeah.
those
butt
things.
running away.
Closet
from
rod
us.
fight.
There was
Yeah, you're naming
Ronnie
all the
James
movies.
Dio.
So you
And
do
then
The,
there was
remember all
the
the
tribal
movies.
tattoo guy, and then the lady who acted with her face like
Well, it
this.
sounds like you do.
Yeah, the one you
You did a
you were
very good
you did a great
impression
impersonation of her. Yeah. See,
That's all
I
I
wish there was
remember.
another series with that caliber of film
Yeah.
making.
There is.
That's a caliber, all
It's
right.
called the Amityville Horror Series
No, but the first one's like good. Like the first few are
with the
decent.
Ryan Reynolds one.
The first witchcraft.
No,
was
Ryan
really
Reynolds one's
the
good,
James
too.
is it James,
James
Brolin?
Brolin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
And what's her face
well,
from
that'd be fun. We
Indiana
can start out
Jones?
high and then go low and feel awful.
Kidder, what's her name? Marilyn
what
Margot
about the-
Kidder?
Or
What about the
Margot
Death
Kidder?
Wish movies?
Actually, that's not a
Five of those.
What if
There's
instead of
at
Death
least
Wish,
five,
we
I
do
think.
Robert Bronzy movies?
Oh, man, we got high numbers on the Bronzies. People like the Bronzy.
I would be down for that. I would be
We could
down
do
for that.
Bronzy.
You owe me $24,000.
I do have something to
That was
say
a
about
fun
Robert
one.
Bronzy, but I don't know if it's going to happen or not. But
Uh-oh.
might be filming
There are
something with that
6.
guy.
Well,
Well,
there's 5 Death Wishes.
There's also the Kickboxer series.
Ooh,
That's a good
yeah.
one because Jean-Claude's only in the first one, and then it like splits at some point. I don't know.
Isn't Dolphin one of them?
oh, that would
I don't
make
think
sense.
so.
Now it
Or
makes
there's the
sense.
Universal Soldier also has a lot of movies, but
some
that
of
one.
those- I remember watching one of like the later Universal Soldiers, and that came back with Jean-Claude and Dolph, and that movie
Yeah.
was pretty freaking good.
Yeah. It like gets really bad and then it gets good again.
Yeah, so I don't know. Well, we got some
There's
time to
lots
figure
of
that out.
options.
Leave some comments down below. Let us know if you have any ideas. Aaron, who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe next week he'll be back. I'm not holding my breath. But next week we're watching Christmas Evil. So
Christmas Eve.
check that out on Tubi, and then come back and let us know what you thought. Guys, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Spiv,
Chris.
let's hear your Christmas tree tagline or whatever you had. You said you were going to come back to it.
I totally forgot. I don't have one, guys. I asked the questions. I don't have answers.
Oh, he's just the question.
come on now.
Fair enough. I didn't know that. He was just the question man. All right. Well, that's it, guys. We'll catch you here next week when we watch Christmas Evil. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Bad Movie Night Podcast.
Bad Movie Night.